Welcome back to Keep It Gutter Radio. I'm your host, Tavi. We're here living on the highest vibration. And today we're going to talk about refining. So, I talk a lot about keeping it gutter. I talk a lot about really the correct creation cycle, create it and release it. Keep that rhythm going. But what do you do when you're already in a rhythm of creating it and releasing it, but maybe you're not moving forward and getting the results that you want? So the solution to that is you need to start to improve every single video that you do, or song, whatever it is that you're doing. Like for me, I'm doing a video right now. So I did it for 34 days in a row. But then I was like, all right, I'm still not getting the views that I want. There's something that I'm not doing, that some part of the video is not good enough to get big, right? So I need to refine it. I need to rack my brain and see, like, how am I going to make this more engaging? How am I going to make this better? How am I going to make what I'm saying more refined? How am I going to have better energy, more confidence, more conviction in what I'm saying on the camera? To be deliberate about those things. So when it's making music, it's like every single beat you make, every single song you make, you should strive to improve. This is after you've gotten out of the mud. So a lot of people are in the mud and they have creative blocks and they can't move forward. So the tools for that are keep it gutter. The tools for that are correct creation cycle. Once you're in there and you're moving and you're motivated and you're excited and you beat the resistance and you've gotten to different levels, let's say this is level 3 in the video game. Level 1 is just get out of the mud, just get movement going, just open up your DAW, just write something every day. Level 2 is like you're making it, you're writing it, you're going, it's going good. And level 3 is like, all right, you're doing all that stuff, but you're not moving forward in the way that you want to. So the step after that is refine it. How do you make it better? Research how to make it better. Think about it more. Always, flow is always first, but you need to structure it and strategize and have goals and make the effort to do that. Right? It doesn't happen magic. It doesn't happen just out of the blue. I saw a video that showed a professional violinist. She practices 3 to 4 hours a day. Right? So if you want to be a professional music producer, you need to practice a lot. If you want to be a professional artist, you need to practice a lot. You need to find that time within the day. The beginning is going to start as 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. But you see the professionals are practicing at least 3 to 4 hours a day. So even with a busy schedule, even with a family, even with kids, even with a hectic work schedule, you can find the time, because you find time all day. I'm sure you can look at your screen time and you're spending 6 hours, 7 hours on there per day. So if you get really strict with your discipline and you get your daily rhythm and a routine, man, you can really put in those 3 to 4 hours. And I'm saying this to myself too, because I haven't been doing that lately. And I know that's what I need to do to get to the next level. Just drill it, drill it, drill it. Every day, 3 to 4 hours. Imagine how good you'd get. I tell all my students in the OBL membership, like, treat music like it's your full-time job already. To have that type of dedication and seriousness to it. You're going to get fired if you don't make a beat today. Right? You're going to get reprimanded if you don't finish your song today. You got to finish it. I don't care how you feel. You got to do it. You got to complete the correct creation cycle. You got to harness that energy. You got to build that strength. It's not a hobby. If you treat it as a hobby, it's always going to be a hobby. Right? The reason why I have a paywall within my content, why I have the OBL membership, is because the paywall shows who's really serious about this and who's not. A lot of people want to do this full time, but they're unwilling to actually take the action to invest in themselves and commit. An investment of money is just like holding yourself accountable to go and actually do this and take this serious. That's why money is valuable when you put it towards music. And yeah, there's a lot of scammer schools, unfortunately, out of there. There's a lot of crappy things that are not worth your investment. But the OBL membership is something that's completely worth your investment. If you're looking at this right now, you've ran across the video at the proper time. Because in the future, I'm going up. I'm living the Only Bangers lifestyle. So the price is just going to go up, and it's going to be more difficult to directly connect with me. If you ran into this now, you have the opportunity to directly connect with me and learn from my 22 years as an artist and 19 years as a producer. So I highly suggest hop on it. No coincidences. Even here on the internet, I've met some wonderful people here on YouTube, TikTok, all throughout the realm, and many who then came in person. One of my students just pulled up last weekend. We made some bangers, and now we're getting into artist development. We're getting into how are we going to release it, what is his sound, what is his vibe, everything. And I'm committed to that when we're in that rhythm and when we're in that flow. And with all my students, I really want them all to succeed and fully win with what they're doing and get to that level when they're making bangers. And when they're consistently flowing, then they're refining, then they start making bangers, then we start going into artist development, then we start moving into the bigger stuff. But the whole process is mapped out, and I'm constantly refining it as well. Everyone in the community is engaged and ready to go. So, take it serious. If you don't take it serious, it's always going to be a thing on the back burner. So don't lie to yourself. This is, being an artist is not a hobby. It's your mission. It's your purpose. You needed to do it. So don't be half foot in, half foot out. You should be all in. You should be 100% in. Right? You should be 100% committed. No plan B. Right? I dropped out of college, moved to New York. No college degree. Working at CVS. Then was teaching. Right? And then took the jump, did some music for an app. Had to scramble and figure it out. Moved to Mexico. The only source of income was my previous clients and TikTok. So I had to figure out TikTok. I had no other option. I was in another country. I had to figure out how to monetize my music from TikTok. Right? So, and even now it's still not like super clear all the time. And I even went and worked on Wall Street for a little bit to see really what does it take to have a business? What does it take to run a business? What am I missing? And then I realized I just didn't have the momentum built or the experience built to understand that everything is a numbers game. The amount of fans that you're going to get is a numbers game. The amount of clients you're going to get is a numbers game. You have to go out and talk to more people. You have to go out and bring your work to more people. You have to go out and show your songs to more people. Getting fans is just like, how do you keep getting your stuff out there a little bit? And the main thing I learned is don't get discouraged by low views on social media. Real authentic connections are much more important than vanity metrics. I've met so many amazing people that I'm now connected with and teaching how to make music and guiding on the path. I'm honored to be able to be in that position. Through just one-to-one connection. Asking people how they're doing. What are they working on right now? What are their goals? And just being that vessel, being that support. So, don't fall into the trap of this is useless. It is not useless. All of your causes have an effect. The only thing that's a waste is if you're not taking action. If you're not making content. If you're not making songs. If you're not releasing songs. If you're not doing the whole cycle, right? You got to keep it gutter. That's why you got to keep it gutter. Keep it gutter is the most important thing. Because you need that movement. You need that momentum. It's going to be hard, but you have to keep going. That's why I created a community. For free community, and then I have a paid community. The paid community is for those who are serious, like I said before. And those ones are going to get results a lot quicker. A lot quicker. Right? Because they're connecting with me every single week. And I'm making sure, keeping tabs on everyone. Making sure everyone is making progress. No one is left behind in the OBL membership. Everyone is moving forward. Everyone is making bangers. So, you got to do it. Only bangers. Don't just keep it in your head after you watch this video. Don't just go and watch another video. There you go. My time is up. Don't just go and watch another video. Get a piece of paper, write down what you need to do, and do it. I'm tired. It's 10 p.m., 10:19 p.m. I should be in bed by 9:30. I'm going to get angry if it gets pretty late. But I need to make a beat now in 10 minutes because I'm on assignment. And this is a big opportunity. So I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to push through. Why? Because I have momentum built. Why? Because I have support. Why? Because I have clear direction. I have clear goals. Right? Remember, you're either paying now or you're paying later. And the later price is much more expensive. Right? You either invest now and you learn from someone, me, who's been in the music industry for 19 years, and you learn all the mistakes I've made and the mistakes I've seen artists make, or you try to figure it out on your own. You take 19 years and you have to go through a lot of life stuff, and by the end of it, it's difficult to see. Do you have the endurance to keep that? I mean, why go through it if you don't need to? Like, let's say there's an iPhone, right? There's an iPhone. Let's say I invented the iPhone, right? And I've got this, and I've went through the whole process to understand how phones work, and I've created this device. And this device is here and makes your life a lot more easy so you can focus on other things. Like, why would you go and learn how to make a whole phone? Why would you go and use like a telegraph machine? Right? You can do it. I'm not going to stop you from doing it, but kind of doesn't make any sense. Right? The purpose of a teacher is to save you that time. They innovate, they condense that time. Tell you, don't do this, don't do that. That's a waste of money, this is that. I see artists go through the same problem all the time. Get scammed on emails, get scammed by schools, get scammed from places with fancy gear and fancy marketing. Like, I know what not to go to. So if you ask me, yo, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? I'll say no, 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 yes, 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 this way. Right? Same with equipment. A lot of shitty equipment out there. I've been through the ringer with the equipment. I know what's the best. I know what you need. You don't need a ton of stuff. Right? So, this is Only Bangers Lifestyle. I'm here to just help you. Right? And in order to know that you're serious, I need you to commit with an investment. Right? That's what the investment is. I know you're serious about it. I don't waste time. I take my time so seriously. And I only work with people who are serious. I'm done working with people who say, oh, let's just do this. Oh, let's just do it. No. I'm here on a mission to be the best music producer, to be the best artist, to really change the world through my music, live the Only Bangers lifestyle. So if you want to do that, hop on board. You have a rare opportunity now. So, have a great day. Peace. Oh, make sure you go to onlybangers.life or Finishers Club. You'll see it in the description.